Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. It's NMeade here. Finally, we're back with the next Legacy World Record Time Trial competition. As always, you can read a quick summary of this competition and how it works in the description below. But briefly, it is a time trial competition on different tracks using the old world record strategies used from back in the day and to see what times we can set today. Thank you all for your submissions for this one. Here are the results for the 6th competition on GCN DK Mountain using Biohazard's Kart World Record strategies from his 2009 world record. Quite exciting that we had 3 players who actually beat Biohazard's record. The winner for this competition is Ivan with a finishing time of 2:08.188. There are some exciting details to discuss about Ivan's time, but first, let's give Ivan's winning time a watch. Incredible job on your time and for winning the competition, Ivan. Ivan's time for this competition was actually a brand new world record for karts on GCN DK Mountain, which I couldn't believe at the time and I still can't believe it now. I really never thought these competitions would potentially yield an overall world record to be improved, depending on the category of a track that's chosen for this competition, of course. Just absolutely crazy. Ivan uploaded his time to his channel, which I recommend checking out, and it's linked in the description down below. Ivan said he was already on the Kart Worldwide Top 10 for GCN DK Mountain since around August to September of 2019, and decided to give this track a shot again with the announcement of this competition. And with that said, we see the results of Ivan's attempts here. What's also interesting is that the previous Kart world record before Ivan set his time was a 2:08.247 by Bob, which was set on December 10th, 2016, according to the upload date on the Chad Stuff leaderboard. So this was a pretty old Kart world record that was beaten too. Ivan mentions lap 1 was decent with a brilliant break before the shortcut and tight lines before the bridge, which would yield his 42.877 opener on lap 1. Ivan says lap 2 was the worst, with the beginning turns being catastrophic and very wide, along with the second half of the lap after the mountain section, but the break before the cut was decent, clocking in a 42.741 on lap 2. And for lap 3, Ivan says it was just pure insanity, with a turn after the cannon being unbelievable and for good reason. Just look at how much of the mountain he's able to take off on this turn and maintain his line. That made for a really great time save for Ivan's lap 3. Ivan said he's never taken that mountain turn that tight before, which was wild for Ivan. And what's more wild is it was done on the wild wing. Get it? The rest of lap 3 was good for Ivan. He does mention getting a really weird turn before the break at the shortcut, but somehow managed not to get sent off like Ivan mentions he does sometimes when he goes wider than usual. All in all, what an epic way to close out the GCN DK Mountain competition in style, with Ivan setting a new kart world record during this challenge. Thank you all again for your submissions, and I hope you guys enjoy participating in this one. I normally never use karts, so this was a very fun challenge for myself as well. The next legacy world record for this series will be Japanese player Sro's 2:37.82 world record on Rainbow Road, set on September 25th, 2008, over 12 years ago now. This is the fastest world record that was set on Rainbow Road with the spear before the world record meta changed to using the Flame Runner. This record deserves to be in the most iconic world record series at some point down the line, most definitely. For those who weren't around at this point in the beginning of the game's history, this track was notoriously difficult to play with the spear. The most difficult part of the track when using the spear back then was definitely the half pipe turn after the cannon. Sro takes this so well all 3 laps in his run, but best believe if you mess this up slightly, you're either crashing into the fence or your trick boost is taking you off the track depending on the angle that you land. And Sro setting this run within only 5 months of the game's release is still incredibly impressive in hindsight over 12 years after this record was set. I really look forward to this competition, and I hope all of you are as well. Let's watch Sro's run to see the strategies you can expect to use in your attempts. I always enjoy watching this record back. It's so amusing to see what the meta was so long ago versus what the meta is today. This will probably be one of the more challenging tasks in this competition series, with this category being the 7th iteration of the Legacy Time Trial competition. But I definitely encourage you guys to give this one a shot. Here are the 3 rules for the competition. Number 1, you must use a spear with manual drift for this competition. No other vehicle combination is allowed. Number 2, the shroom strategy is 1-1-1. Each mushroom must be used over the corner cut before the cannon, as it is done in Soro's record. Taking this cut shroomless and using the mushroom elsewhere is not allowed. And number 3, you must take the right path after the half pipe each lap as Soro did in his record. Whether you choose to do the trick or not is going to be up to you. And that's it for the rule set. The most useful tip I can give for this competition, for those who have never used a spear here before, is you want to be aligned a bit wider into many of these turns than usual. And drifting earlier can also be useful to take the turns tighter with the spear. This helps compensate for the spear's lackluster drift compared to the Flame Runner. Submission details are always in the description of these videos with a link to the submission form. As always, the one thing I ask for these submissions is please wait a little bit before you start submitting times, especially if you're just starting your attempts. Most of the time, you're going to be making several improvements quickly, so when the improvements are starting to slow down, this is when I'd ask you to start submitting your times. Of course, if you submit a time and 2 weeks later before the competition ends, and you improve your time, you can of course submit your new time. But doing this helps me sift through the submissions quicker instead of multiple submissions for each player. And that's it, folks. We finally have the Legacy Time Trial competition back with a really fun spear challenge with one of Rainbow Road's most iconic world records set by Soro in 2008. If you want some guidance or want to watch attempts for this in real time, I'll be doing some attempts in my next few streams over on Twitch, so be sure to follow the stream to know when I'm live. I'm currently working on more videos that are coming very soon to the channel, so be sure to subscribe to keep up with the latest video uploads, and leave a like if you're enjoying these competitions so far. Good luck to everyone attempting this challenge, and I'll be seeing all of you in the next video where we will wrap up the results of this competition and announce the next one moving forward. Take care.